We're going to turn it over to Blazers Senior Director of Communications, Jim Taylor, and open it up to questions from the assembled media today.
Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, let's turn it over to the greatest press corps in the NBA, the Portland Press Corps. And if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll bring the microphone around and state your name and affiliation.
Damian, Jason Quick from the Oregonian. What is next for you? What do you attack this summer? What areas are you looking to improve upon?
I think the first thing I'm gonna do is tighten up everything that I do now. I want to bring my percentages up as a shooter, tighten up my handle, be a better ball handler, and I think a big part of my growth is going to be just watching film, looking back on everything this season, and seeing where I can improve. A lot of times where I made mistakes, just try to get better at everything, and then try to add a middle game with floaters and different solutions in the paint instead of always challenging the bigs. And getting in there and looking for contact.
Damian, Dan Christopherson from Coin 6 News. What does it mean to you to be one of the only unanimous Rookies of the Year in NBA history and join some of those names and be unanimous?
It means a lot because coming in, nobody wanted to give me this award. It wasn't like coming right out. Everybody was saying, he's going to be Rookie of the Year. I had to go out and prove it up. And I feel like my body of work this season is what led to it. So I take a lot of pride in performing every night and, playing through little nagging injuries. And I feel like stuff like that is what can make it unanimous. All the little things that I put into myself that, I really made my mind up I wanted to do.
Candace Buckner, Vancouver, Columbian, right over here, Damian. How are you doing? Was there a time or any game this season when you felt that you had wrapped up the award?
Honestly, I didn't really think about it being wrapped up. People would say it on Twitter. Some people that I know would say, you're going to be Rookie of the Year, but I didn't want to let myself believe it, to be honest with you. I just wanted to finish the season strong because I've always been a guy that stayed in the moment. I never looked ahead or got ahead of myself, so I didn't want to fall into that now. And I kind of figured I was ahead, but I figured I was ahead, but I ain't gonna say I thought I had it locked up.
Damian, Casey Holdall, Trailblazers.com. How you doing, Dame? Where does this rank among your achievements, both in your career, in your life, and this season? Knowing that I know you're quite proud to have played 82 games, you led the NBA minutes this season. Does this award go above those, or is this just maybe part of the journey that was bred from those things that you did this season?
I think it's just a part of the journey. It was a lot of things that I did this year, and it all came together to make this possible right now. So it's pretty high up there, but I think it's a lot of things that go into it.
Damian, Chris Haynes, Comcast Sportsnet. Damian, congratulations. Damian, was there a point in the season, everybody say you missed that rookie wall, but was there a point in your mind where you saw an adjustment that you needed to make during the season, ultimately to get you to this situation?
Yeah, it was. I always said that I think the rookie wall is more mental than anything, and I got too much pride to fall into what everybody is saying. Like once everybody was saying, he might be hitting the rookie wall, I had too much pride. So I might go to sleep early the next day, hoping I get up the next day feeling a lot better so I can go out and prove them wrong. And I think the biggest thing for me was just getting used to the attention. The first couple of games I was coming off pick and rolls, shooting wide open jumpers, and everything was coming a lot easier, and I thought it was going to stay that way. And I remember our first long road trip, and, it was 7 games. We was on the road for 2 weeks, and it seemed like I was just getting tired, like way too fast. Like the beginning of the game, 2 minutes in, I'd just be winded. And I didn't realize I was working harder for every little thing. Teams started to trap me, and I figured out that, they had got on to me. They watched film, and they were starting to prepare for me. So I needed to watch film and start to prepare for them. And everything got harder because teams just got more familiar with me.
Hey, Dame. Joe Freeman, Oregonian. Can you tell us how you found out that you won this award? Who told you when? And who was your first call? Who did you tell after you found out?
The first person I heard from was Neil. Neil called me. I think it was yesterday. It might have been yesterday. Neil told me. He told me yesterday, I think it was, and I was excited. I mean, I was excited about it, and I think I was in the kitchen with my mom. I think my cousin was in there, and I just went in there and told them. They told me don't tell nobody, but they told me not to say nothing, but I went right in the kitchen and I told them. I was like, I just won, and you know, everybody. It was a normal thing, to be honest with you. I think that's why I'm able to stay how I am, because nobody started screaming and yelling like, "Oh, let's go celebrate," or nothing like that. It was just like, "Oh, congratulations, good job," and then my mom went back to the refrigerator, get something to drink. So everything was pretty normal.
Any other questions?
How does Damian Lillard top this?
How do I top this award? I think the biggest thing I could do for myself is let it go. When you get awards like this, it's just them acknowledging what I did in the past, and that my first season is over with. So I think the best thing I could do for myself is to take it in today, and then tomorrow I got to let it go, because it's a whole career in front of me after this, and I want more than just a Rookie of the Year award, because this award is just only out of so many people, and I want to do a lot more. I want to win a championship. I want to be an All-Star. I want to be an MVP in this league, and people might say I'm crazy again, but I think I can do it.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there and turn it back over to MB.
At this time, Damian will make his way over to the 2014 Kia Sorrento CUV, where he will present the keys to the president and CEO of LifeWorks Northwest, Mary Monett.